Hey guys, Rashzakea here, and I am here to review my newest MOC revamp, Ichzakall. Oh man, I spent quite a while on this MOC, especially the torso, just like most of them. But, yeah. Before I go on with the actual review, I just want to point out that Ichzakall is actually something that you will probably never see from me again, a secondary self-MOC. That's right, I do actually have one, and that would be this guy. He's one of my oldest MOCs, and he's been my secondary self-MOCs pretty much the entire time. Rashzakea always having been my first self-MOC and stuff, but, yeah. So Ichzakall is my secondary. He is a villain, if you couldn't tell. But, yeah, so let's just get on with the MOC review. First thing, arms here. Don't have that great a posability, and I might decide to I might decide to fix that some other time, but right now, the way he looks is all I really care about. First thing I want to point out, two-fingered hand design here. Couldn't figure out how to put a third on. If I can figure something out for that, I probably will change his hands, but I wanted him to have the claws and stuff like that. I figured out how to get a... Fuck you, waste articulation. I figured out how to get a weapon onto his hand there, but I'll show you that later. Modified version of Rashzakea's lower arm design here. Yeah, on this MOC I have kinda spammed Inika's shoulders, just like I did on Navieri, which I took apart to build this MOC, by the way. But, yeah, anyway, continuing on with that, I've just replaced the, Metru plate with the scroll armor there. It looks more villainy and stuff. Shoulder, kinda simple, well, at least it would look like that. It's got a ball joint for a connector there. Sorry, I'm kinda out of it. It's late at night, but anyway, you know, this kinda reminded me almost of like ninja-like armor, you know, back whenever I came up with the concept of Metru feet as shoulder armor, and I kinda felt that it would fit with this guy. Plus, he kinda needed bigger shoulder armor to compensate for the fact that these spikes would normally leave a rather large gap in there. But his upper arms are short. I don't know why I did that, but I think it looks nice. I think that he would look kind of weird with longer upper arms and stuff like that. Now, if I can just get him to stand up properly, God. This MOC is sometimes kind of a bitch to pose. That's why it took me 2 hours to make the slideshow video. Anyway, down here, his legs are just like Rashzakea's down here. Really, it's just a little bit of a different design that I'll probably get into. Just thank you. God. Stupid. Fuck you, stupid tail. Now, pretty much the same design there as Rashzakea, is only a bit of a difference there with the white Mari knife thingies. And of course the black clawed feet from Von Nebula, which I love. Anyway, now then, the weapon that I was talking about earlier is this sword thing. It attaches the same way that Rashzakea's leaf blades do. As you can see, it can just pop out right there. And then it's simple, but it's cool, I think. he always had a weapon that was similar to Rashzakea, and so I kind of kept this in there because Rashzakea's original weapon, if you remember from the mock reviews that I did of his first form, had this black Rashzakea blade and stuff, so I kept that in there because it's kind of an homage to the original, and the whole claw thing back here I just randomly threw in there because I thought that this axle hole was, well, it was needing something. Now then, the part that I've been complaining about this entire review, the tail here, it helps with support, or at least it's supposed to. Lots and lots of hand joints here. Two ends. His tail is supposed to be kind of like a double-ended whip, which I decided to add in there randomly because I thought that the tail would need an end, obviously, but, you know, it's just a random detail that I decided to put in and then gave a purpose later after deciding that. Tail attaches by a Hordika net and a Metrufoot. Hordika neck, God, I can't talk. Hordika neck and a Metrufoot down there to his waist. This black Gurok spine up here, that came with a Vikings set that I never got. I just got that piece off of Bricklink by itself, and it's really freaking awesome. I recommend that you get one of those if you want to make a black and white Rashzakea MOC or something like that, because it looks a lot better than a silver spine would, to be honest, if you're going to make a Rashzakea with white in its color scheme. Okay, now, moving right along, alright, let me just, excuse me while I situate this guy a bit better, because, you know, sometimes he doesn't stand quite right. There we go. Thank you for cooperating, Itchy. That's what Rando calls him, is Itchy, so I'll probably be calling him a little bit like that. I'm not going to comment on the crotch plate. Anyway, this torso design is really fucking complex. I spent, like, hours on it, and oh my god, it was so worth it. This piece here is actually loose. It's held on by a rubber band. That was the purpose of that portion of the chest there was, actually to help hold on the spine here. Because this is actually held in place by rubber bands. Because, rubber bands are awesome like that. His, headdress thing, crown, whatever the hell you want to call it. No, he's not a fucking Tazuk ripoff. I don't care what you say. Anyway, rubber bands here are what holds the spine there and makes it so that it doesn't, like, you know, go all over the place and stupid shit like that. Tire there, looks kind of like a collar, which is interesting, because I wouldn't figure that a male MOC would have that, but I put that in there to make it look more like an even setting for the armor, and it turned out pretty well. So I kept it in there. He has blue eyes. I originally was going to give him orange, like the original idea that I had was, but, since, Rashzakea are supposed to have blue eyes unless they, change something that's a spoiler that I don't know if Necro wants me to tell, so I won't say it. Yes, Ichzakall is a Rashzakea. By the way, that's Zena's species, which was accidental, because I built this MOC originally because I felt like building a Rashzakea because they're so awesome, in my opinion anyway. And, you know, Necra wanted me to help her figure out the whole gender differences for that species, and so I built this guy, because she thought that white would be a good switch out for yellow, but she wanted to keep the black. And as I built this guy, he started to remind me more and more of Ichzakall, and so in the end I decided to make him Ichzakall rather than just a random Rashzakea, which is where this comes in, because the original Ichzakall had sort of a headdress crown piece thing, and I wanted to keep that kind of design in there, and so that's what I did. But yeah, he's got on his shoulders here a bunch of spikes, those little tentacles. Those, I don't know why the fuck they're there. They just are. And then he's got MOC teeth, just to help, you know, even out the space there, and so, yeah, this is my secondary self MOC, Ichzakall. I'm really proud of the MOC. It took me a long time to build. It's been a long time since I've had a version of him built, and I'm not taking this guy apart again. So yeah, this has been another MOC review by Rashzakea, and I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.